Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of a Mail Time vlog. Today we have...
This is a reminder. 2 p.m.
We have a package from pen friend Cathie. So we're going to open up and we're going to see what kind of treat she sent for me this time. I'm so grateful for anything that you guys send to the channel. Although I gotta tell ya, if you don't want it videoed, you should probably put on the package in real tiny letters on the back, "Do not open on video," or something like that, okay? Because I'm probably gonna open it on video. This is one so I can make sure that I remember where I got things, and two so that I know what I got when. Oh, a nice letter. Oh, I just love nice long letters. Okay, and we have a list of inks. Birmingham apple snail, or maybe applesauce. Birmingham blue bonnet, Birmingham cast iron, electric patina, heavy crusade, crude, heavy crude, I have no idea, muskrat, colorverse ham, glistening, oh boy, colorverse horizon, diamine, candy cane, oh, I love candy cane, and elf, and ho ho ho, and magical forest, and poinsettia, and red dragon, oh boy. That's a very interesting bubble wrap. Oh, wow. Alright. It doesn't look to my eye that any of these have spilled, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, these cute little bubble wraps. If you ever get one of these little bubble wraps, you gotta find the corner where it's sticky, and you gotta pull fast. Just in case anybody is thinking about using this type of bubble wrap. This is brilliant. I'm gonna keep this bubble wrap and use it again. Never throw your bubble wrap away if you can avoid it. Try using it again. Now, I'm gonna wash my hands really quick because that bubble wrap is kind of sticky. I think that this is the Oxford notebook paper. Open the page, make sure that I can see anybody who's wanting to chat. If you guys haven't chatted before, we're just hanging out, so chat away. Tell me all of your thoughts on these inks. Okay, I need I'm going to do a little switchy swatch of these next to the $10, $5, $22. Okay, we're going to do a little switchy swatch of these inks so I know what they look like. I'm like, what did I do with my... Oh, here it is. I need a little thing of water. I need my little ink buddy. And I'm just... Alright. I'm gonna do a little swatch by the thing so I know what color it is. Oh, and this one doesn't have a little dun-da-da, so we're gonna put a little dun-da-da on it. Using the Dormouse's desk. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. 40, 80. And 80 is 120. 160. So 160 pieces altogether. Alright. It doesn't need a label, so actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna just use my Target ones. These are just chibi ones from Target. They work good. Okay, this is Electric Patina. Electric Patina. Ooh, it's a pretty blue color. It's kind of a bluish, super dark blue. I mean, it's just super dark. That's very pretty. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Uh-oh. Okay. Make sure that's good and tight. Put that one in the 2B. Reviewed aisle. Okay. The next one we have here is Colorverse Horizon. Horizon. Oops, this one also needs a dun-da-da. Okay. This is another blue. Ooh, these are almost like the same color. Although not the same color at all. Wow. It's a very light ink, actually. Wow. Alright. Put that away before I stab myself again. Oops. Okay. Let's see. This is the Birmingham Company Muskrat. Muskrat. Muskrat, okay. Ooh, that's like warm brown. Very nice. Oop, this one needs a dent-a-da too. This one kind of reminds me of Espiori brown, just the tiniest bit. There's that one done. Okay, let's do this one. This one is Diamond Magical Forest. Wow. It is completely engulfed in shimmer. The whole bottle is just coated with shimmer. I've never seen an ink do that before. That's cool. Shake this up real good. all that shimmer. Oh, it needs a. It needs a. A ring supporter. Hold on. Oh, it's a hole reinforcer. Hole reinforcement. I knew it had to do something with that land. Alright, this is Diamond Magical Forest. Oh my gosh. There's so much shimmer in here. I can tell it's going to be a good one. Oh wow. This is definitely a shimmer-tastic ink. Holy bucket. Magical Forest. Wow. That's awesome. So shimmery. Wow. That's fantastic. I cannot wait to get into that one. That's definitely going to be on the Christmas list. And I don't mean of bottles that I want, I mean just the inks that I want to use during Christmas. Alright, we have here Colorverse Ham. What did I do with me? No. Here we are. Alright. Colorverse Ham. Is this a shimmer ink? I don't think Colorverse does shimmer inks, but I could be wrong. Oh, it might have a little bit of red shimmer. Or is that sheen? I can't tell. That's weird. Right, well, we're gonna give this one a shake anyway. Just to see if it's incorporatable. Put a little hole reinforcer on there. Okay. Ham glistening. Ooh. That's pretty. Ooh, this one has a lot of shimmer too. Oh, and it has like a red shimmer. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a red shimmer. That's interesting. Wow. Uh-oh, I didn't write the muskrat. Muskrat. Okay. The next one, we'll do this one. This is Diamine Red Dragon. I think I have this one. Or maybe it's on my list of inks that I wanted to try. I was like, where can I see if it's on the list? Ink I want to try. Diamine Red Dragon. There it is. Okay, yay. Okay. Diamine Magical Forest. Colorverse Ham. Electric Birmingham. Okay, well, it wasn't on the list. Let's see. Or Muskrat, or Horizon. Colorverse. Horizon. Okay. Diamine. Elf. Okay. This is Diamine Red Dragon. Okay, now that's better. All right. Is this a shimmer ink? You always gotta look. Check the bottom, hold it underneath the light. I don't know who's calling me. Hello. Whatever. I almost never get a my area code calling me, so when I do get an area code that calls me, I'm usually thinking it's either my boss trying to get a hold of me, or it's like one of my friends, so. Alright, Diamine Red Dragon. Diamine Red Dragon. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. That's like a deep, that's like a dark red. That's definitely Santa Claus colors right there. Watch out. That's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. So I don't know if I've told anybody this, but hi Gristle, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I'm doing very well. I'm on lunch. Lunch came a little late today, but I got a little package, so I thought I would pop on here and show my new inks off. This is Birmingham Apple Snail. Apple Snail? Birmingham Pen Company Apple Snail. Oh, that's a thing. I thought somebody might have been joshing with me. Ha! No, that's a real thing. Alright then. Oops. We'll do that one next. Apple Snail. I know. Kinda sounds gross, doesn't it? I can imagine like an apple that's like carved into the shape of a snail. Does this have a little... Nope, it doesn't. We're gonna have to use a little hole reinforcer to put it on there so that we know what color it is. Okay. Apple Snail. Apple Snail. Birmingham. Oh, that's what that first one was. Oh, that's kind of pretty. It's kind of like a Apache Sunset meets habanero. Cool. That's definitely a fall color. I'm gonna put this to the front of the line because I want to use inks that I'm gonna do reviews of before the end of the month because it's definitely the orange-brown season. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Alright. This is Diamond Blue Birmingham Blue Bonnet. This needs a little hole reinforcer. And if you guys don't want to spend the $10 or whatever, you can go down to your nearest Target and get little hole reinforcers. There's 544 stickers for like $3. And they work okay. But I highly recommend the Dormouse's Desk sample vials. There's 100 pieces and they're excellent. And if I ever got one of these that was mucked up, I would totally use those. Because using the ones that Goulet has are not the best. Okay, this is Birmingham Pen Company. Blue Bonnet. Dink, dink, dink. I love fall colors. Yeah, I like them. I'm not so much a fan of brown. Brown, not so much. But I am a fan of like green and warm yellow and orange. Love orange. Ooh, that's pretty. This might be also considered to be a work-friendly ink too. It's very middle-of-the-road blue. I don't know if it's water resistant, but the color is definitely there. Okay. That's definitely a Christmas color for sure. Or a winter color anyway. We all know how much I love to pair the colors with the timing of the year that it is. Right now it's pumpkin flavored colors. Pumpkin and pumpkin spice flavored colors. Yep, orange and violet. Yep. Orange and purple and green, murky greens. Alright, this is Birmingham Pen Company cast iron. It needs a little hole reinforcement. Little hole reinforcement. Okay. I wanted to try this one for a little while. I'm not really into gray inks, but I saw this one and I thought to myself, ooh, that might be pretty. Cast iron. Oh, that's dark. That's kind of dark. That's very dark. I didn't think it was going to be that dark. Ooh, that's almost black. I have been looking for another black. I mean, I love my Diatramentis inks, but recently I've been reaching for my Private Reserve Velvet Black ink lately. Even though it's not permanent. I think that I like it better because it actually dries on the page and I don't have to worry about it smudging or anything like that. There's a very fine line of the amount of ink bleed to fastness of drying and permanency that I will only tolerate. I need to do some tests with that ink. I haven't even done a review of that ink yet. I need to do a review before it's all gone. Okay, next we have a little friend from Diamine. Okay, what did I do with it? Is it gonna fit? Too far down. Ooh, I'm scared. Okay. Maybe if I just set it in there. Okay, this one already has a little dun-da-da. This is Diamine Red Candy Cane. Ooh, I wanted to see this one. Is it a shimmer ink? Standard, okay. I wanted to use this when it came out so bad. Oh, it was so pretty. Red Candy Cane. Ooh, that's a little more orange than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, that's a little more orange than I thought it was going to be. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to... Oh, there's a little hole. Okay. Cool. Inks are so weird. Sometimes my Tasha inks darken inside the pen. Well, darken inside the pen. You might not have cleaned your feed. If you're using a pen with an ebonite feed, sometimes they hold on to ink. For example, my Noodlers Conrads, I have to soak them sometimes for 3 or 4 days just to get the ink to come out. And like I would buy another feed, however, the section isn't round. It's more like oval shaped, kind of like a heart. So it's been kind of warped in some way that I don't think a normal feed would work. Alright, the next one we have is diamine poinsettia. Poinsettia. Oh, that's pretty. That was the red I was looking for. Yup. This looked more pink online. I wanted somewhere between Red Dragon and Candy Cane. This is the one. It doesn't look like that online, though. The poinsettia looks more pinker than the candy cane, and the Red Dragon looks lighter than poinsettia, which is very interesting. I was not expecting that. Alright, let's do the last Birmingham ink, and then we'll do the other two. This is Birmingham Heavy Crude. Hi, Friedrich. How are you doing today? Water evaporation is also another possibility. But most people really kind of wrench down on their ink samples to make sure that the top of the cap meets the top of the vial, so that way there isn't any loss of air circulation. But there have been known to be bottles that if you over tighten them, they actually come up, which is a weird phenomenon that I have witnessed myself. I had a bottle of Monteverde Caribbean Blue, and I knew it was moldy because when you smelled it, it smelled like death. Death! I had to throw it away. It was awful. And then I came to find out that the company sent out a memo to all the people who bought Monteverde inks in general, that if they got a bad ink to contact them and they would replace it. Well, I had already thrown the bottle away, and I didn't think that they would give me one because they'd want the bad one back for some weird reason. I don't know. I was stupid back then. I didn't know that most people that, most times that that happens, they'll just send you another bottle. They won't ask you to replace. They won't ask you to send it back. Ooh, this is Heavy Crude. That's kind of a murky green. Kind of a grayish greenish black, grayish greenish black. Cool. Make sure there's no shimmer in there. You gotta look at the bottom of the thing when you tip it over. Especially if it doesn't say so on the outside. Alright, the last two. This is Ho Ho Ho. Ho Ho Ho. Whoa, hold on, slow down. Water evaporates. Ah, thanks to the both of you. That's why the glass is used for long-term ink. Right. Makes me wonder about using glass cartridges. Glass cartridges? I've never seen a glass cartridge. Unless you mean a beaker. Okie dokie dear. I'm doing very well, thank you. When cartridges first came out, they were glass. Oh, wow. So they were like the diamond ink models. Or were they for pens? How would you keep the cartridges from... Anyway, my brain. Anyway. Both Eagle and Modern pen model use glass cartridges. Eagle did it first marketing it one. Sense of knowledge of people here I ask both of you. Is the crescent moon hole on the Conklin nibs causing the feed to dry up? No. I don't think so. There should be... I mean, maybe a teeny tiny bit. Alright, this is Ho Ho Ho. This is diamine. Ho Ho Ho. Ho Ho Ho. Oh, that's another really pretty red. Can you tell what I'm looking for? I'm looking to replace my red. Because I ran out of Monteverde Valentine red of my bottle. Oh, I don't want to put that one. It doesn't fit. I didn't make these holes fat enough for these little bottles. Note to self. Why does this look dirty? Oh, that shimmer, that's why. They have become starved while writing. Conklins have flow issues sometimes with their feeds. The problem with Conklin is definitely their feeds. I've had to several times take off the barrel, prime the feed, put the barrel back on, and continue writing. The way to combat that is to buy a substance called white lightning. But you have to take a sample's worth and put it in a sample and then put a note or something somewhere to throw that sample down the drain. Or if you're working with the sample, don't use it in the sample. Just don't. Put your ink in the pen. Take the cartridge converter up. How how can I describe this? Okay, I'll just show you. I'll just show you what I do, because I hate when this happens so much that I have to do it very often. So you'll fill your cartridge. You'll fill your cartridge converter, and you'll take either a toothpick. We'll just pretend that this is wood. You'll take a toothpick. You'll dip the toothpick into the white lightning, or you'll put a little drop on it because it's a dropper, and then you'll just barely touch it to the top of the cartridge converter, and then throw that toothpick away. And then remember that whatever's in there needs to go down the drain when you're done with it. Because if you put it in the sample or in a bottle, you will ruin the entire bottle, the entire sample. Just trust me. I tried using it in a sample, and I ruined one of my favorite samples, J'ai un bon canard de Nepal. I had to throw the whole thing down the drain, because it would not stay inside of any pen. It would just bloop, 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 bloop right out. It will make the ink wetter. And it will, once it's to a certain wetness, if it goes over that wetness, then it will flow out of the pen, and depending on your paper, it will feather into the paper, and it will go everywhere. It will water down the ink. It will make it a lighter color, and it will spread and feather into the page easier. So, if you use a fine or an extra fine nib, it might be okay. Maybe not so much for a medium, broad, or a 1.1 or any of those. Unless you're using Tomaway River or CVS Caliber notebook paper. Those are the only ones that I can think, or watercolor paper for that matter. So those are the only ones that I can think of that would hold up. Cool beans? Conklin and Monteverde go very well together. Monteverde has the ITF technology. Waterman works really well. Pilot Orochizuku works really well. Trying to think of other inks that are very wet. Pelikan 4001 inks work very well. Inks that are used for vintage pens will work very well in the Conklin inks. Nona Shimmer, Nona Sheen, because the shimmer and the sheen have, the sheen especially, have drying properties that dry the ink out that are like gasoline, and they monochromatically make the sheen. So, Nona Sheen, Nona Shimmer. And make sure that when you do clean your pens out, that you pull them apart. Now, I'm not just talking, taking the converter out. Yes, take the converter out first, and then pull the nib and the feed. It shouldn't be too difficult. And then barely stick it in, and you can take this part out, and then make sure and wash inside of here real good, because you might be having ink in here too. You use a little a pipe cleaner, like a doubled over pipe cleaner, to just like wash in here really good, and then put everything back together, making sure not to lose any of your parts. Because if you're like me, you like to take shit apart, and I took this grip section off, which it does come off, but I wouldn't advise taking it off. So just make sure and finger tight, and then making sure that all your pieces go back together. And if you can't get your nib and feed to come out easily, you want to soak it for a couple days in some soapy water. And if you have a bulb syringe, or if you don't have a bulb syringe, you can use your converter to soak up some soapy water and then push it down into the feed and then let that soak for maybe 2 days. And then try and pull it out. Because you might have some dried up cruddy ink in there. That's probably what your problem is. A lot of people are afraid to pull apart their pens. I don't understand. I mean, maybe it's a poor person thing. Maybe it's a fragile apart thing. But to me, if a part breaks, then I'll just buy a new one. But I understand that that's not a possibility for some people. You know, they have to have these pens for the rest of their life or whatever. That's one reason I don't want to go down the vintage route, because if I find a pen that I like and a part breaks on it, I'm going to go high and low just to figure out where to get the parts for it, especially if it's a nib. Okay, sorry, I lost track. Where am I? Wonderful wide, semi-wet, but holding my pen in my hand for 20 seconds, it clots and puts dry line. You might want to do the 7 strokes to happiness. Look up Doug Rathbun or Inquiring Minds, INK, Inquiring Minds. Inquiring Minds on YouTube. Inquiring Minds. Or you can look up Doug Rathbun. Yeah, Doug Rathbun. I'll leave his link in the doobly-doo so you can go look at his stuff. If you know Doug, then you know about the seven strokes to happiness. What you do is you push down just a little bit to open up the tines, just a little tiny bit, not like super flex, but just a little tiny bit to get it to open up. Hi Gary, how are you doing today? Yeah, Pierre Gustafson is a very I want to put this delicately. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's a very old friend who loves to, who owned at one point a fountain pen store. So he has thousands of vintage pens, literal thousands of pens of the vintage variety, and he knows all about them. And if you have a question, he goes lives most days. And he can answer some of your questions if you have questions about a vintage pen. Not so much about the modern pens, though. He's not really into the modern pens. Pierre doesn't handle any posts. Yeah. Thanks, Marilyn. Yep, I like his videos too. Good job. Yeah, Friedrich and Pierre have known each other for a long time. But I feel like we've known each other longer than that. We have the same kind of humor. Right in the gutter, I'll just say that. Alright, so now we have these baggies that have been written on, and you're like, oh no, I'd like to use the baggie again. Well, I'm going to show y'all what to do right now here. We did it. Okay, so that's going to go in the ink book, so I know what color is what. So I have a little bit of rubbing alcohol. This is 91% rubbing alcohol, and I'm just going to spray the top of this. Take a little bit of toilet paper, and I'm going to wipe it right off. Ta-da! Wiped it right off. And then you can put a little sticker on there if you want to use it again. What is that? Is on the back? What's going on here? Something? Yep, that was on the inside. Alright, so there we have it. Thanks go out to Gary and Cathie Scott for providing these samples. I will get around to reviewing them around Christmas time. Maybe even before Christmas time, because I'm going to be doing the Diamine Ink Fake calendar, and I will be doing my currently inked video, so that's going to go over. It's going to be so much fun. I haven't gotten an email saying if they've shipped it yet or not. All I know is I can't wait. I am super excited. I can't wait. Yes, make a video. Tiny bit, but the nib is too tight. Yeah, it's very stiff. You're just like me. Reuse everything till it dies. Yes! Yes, I recently threw a baggie away because it had like ink inside of it. And I felt bad because I was like, oh, but it's an ink. It did a very good job at keeping all of the ink contained, but at the same time I was like, how long have I had this bag? It's probably like 4 years old. Oh my god, it's 4 years old. I didn't even think of that. At any rate. And it was just one of those 99-cent store cheapy snack bags. And it looks like we're all out of coffee. It's a sad day. Sad day when the coffee is gone. But we got a pumpkin spice mug. Love my pumpkin spice mug. Good times. Alright, well, I'm done rambling. Could you show the ink colors close up for a second? Sure. Okay, let me. Alright, here we go. It's being stupid. Alright, we're back. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. This is Apple Snail, Blue Bonnet, Cast Iron, Electric Patina, Heavy Crude, Muskrat, Ham Glistening, Horizon, move this up just a smidge, Candy Cane, Alexa stop, Elf, Ho Ho Ho, Magical Forest. Ooh, look at Magical Forest. It's so sparkly, I'm gonna die. Alright. Poinsettia and Red Dragon. I think Poinsettia hit it on the nail. Because I was really hoping that Candy Cane was gonna do it, but it's a little too orange for my taste. And Ho 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 is like right up there too. Between Poinsettia and Candy Cane, right there. That's the one. And between Red Dragon and Ho Ho Ho, or Candy Cane, that's the one. So between these two, I'm gonna really have a good time. And there's what they look like when they're being written with a fine point-ish. Ooh, sparkle plenty. Ooh, even cast iron has a little bit of a silver sheen. Magical Forest. Can you see the shimmer? Oh, wow. That's nice. I like it. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And thanks go out to Gary and Cathie Scott for providing these inks for review, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.